Imagine this scenario. The lights just go out, banks, they're shuttered, ATMs, just dark metal boxes. Everything around you is descending into chaos. What actually happens to money then?
It's a pretty stark picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in those exact moments, when the usual financial systems just, well, collapse, the sources we looked at show something kind of surprising emerging.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unexpected rise of crypto.
Right. Okay, so based on what you found, our mission here for this deep dive is really to understand how crypto shifts, how it goes from being this abstract digital thing to, well, to a survival tool right there on the front lines.
Absolutely, and it's complicated
Yeah.
because it is a lifeline for some people, definitely.
Yeah.
Helping get aid through letting individuals buy essentials. But the same technology, as the sources point out, it also fuels the darker side, the illicit stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, this deep dive is really about unpacking both sides of that coin using the info we've got.
So not just theory, then where are we actually seeing this play out, like as a lifeline?
Well, what really stood out in the material was the immediate impact. Think Ukraine, 2022.
Okay.
Millions in crypto,
Hmm.
just flowing directly to defense groups, medical teams. And this wasn't aid getting stuck in, bureaucracy.
Right.
It just bypassed borders, cut through red tape, a direct channel when the normal ways were just shut down.
And that reaches individuals too, I assume. It's not just the big groups.
Oh, absolutely. And that's maybe even more profound on the personal level. The sources mention places like Syria. Banking was frozen, charities banned.
Right.
So activists, they actually turned to Bitcoin to keep underground schools going, to buy food when communities were totally cut off.
Wow.
And there's this powerful idea of the private key, that string of words controlling your crypto. That becomes portable wealth.
Just carry it in your head.
Exactly. Imagine crossing a border with nothing physical, but you have that key memorized. Your funds are instantly there with you, unconfiscatable. It's a kind of digital resilience, really.
That's incredible how it just breaks down those barriers for aid. But I guess that ability to bypass controls, that must be the other side of it.
That's exactly it. It raises that critical question about the tech itself. The same decentralized nature that lets the good stuff flow.
Yeah.
It can be exploited.
Yeah.
The sources show pretty clearly how crypto wallets getting humanitarian funds can exist right next to wallets used by, say, militias or criminal outfits.
And those groups are, I imagine, actively trying to hide what they're doing?
Oh, for sure. That ability to, bypass sanctions, obscure where money's coming from or going, that's very attractive to illicit actors. The material points specifically to groups trying out coins like Monero.
Ah, the privacy coins.
Right. They're designed with extra privacy features, specifically to make transactions, well, harder to trace than something like Bitcoin. It's the same underlying tech, just used with a totally different intent.
So, okay, one hand, it's a tool for freedom, for survival, literally. And the other hand, it's fueling conflict, dodging necessary oversight.
That's the paradox the sources really lay bare. The blockchain itself, fundamentally, it's neutral, right? It's just a ledger technology. But in the high-stakes environment of war, it acts like this powerful amplifier. It enables these amazing acts of resilience, support, but it also makes the darker side easier to facilitate.
It sounds less like a tech story, really, and more, well, human. The sources talk about individuals making impossible choices using whatever tools are available.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
At its heart, these examples, they show people navigating chaos, whether it's the refugee holding onto that private key or, the illicit groups using the same tools. It's about individuals leveraging this powerful neutral technology. And the impact is profound, often contradictory.
So after looking at all this,
Yeah.
how should you listening think about technology's role in these crises? The sources seem to push us past just saying it's good or bad.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe like some of the material hints, crypto in these places isn't inherently a hero or a villain. Think of it maybe like fire. Fire can cook your meal, keep you warm, save your life, or, depending on who's holding the match and why, it can burn your house down.
Right.
The tool itself is powerful. Its impact, that's dictated by human hands, human intent, and the situation it's used in.
So here's something to ponder then. Maybe the biggest takeaway from understanding crypto and conflict zones isn't really about the code or the blockchain itself. Maybe it's about what it shows us about human ingenuity, desperation, and the really complex ways people adapt neutral tools when pushed to the absolute extreme.